Then in exams, what is being generally asked from this chapter is this thing, this note you can take, this note you can take, and this one also. This is very important from this chapter. Okay, so this full portion I'll let you understand. See, actually what happens, whenever pure acid we get, which pure acid? Nitric acid in pure form we will get, that should be colorless always. Pure nitric acid is always colorless, but the nitric acid which we obtain in laboratory is slightly yellowish in color. Why that yellow color we obtain? Because the nitric acid decomposes back to water, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. This nitrogen dioxide is having reddish brown color. So when this reddish brown color nitrogen dioxide dissolves in acid, it gives the whole entity slight yellowish color. So this slight yellowish color will be obtained in acid when we keep it for certain time, but when we obtain it immediately in pure form, that will be colorless. So what are the ways we can remove this yellow color of the acid? The first way is to bubble dry air or carbon dioxide through it. What this carbon dioxide will do, this carbon dioxide will remove away this nitrogen dioxide, okay, and it will convert it again to nitric acid. First way is bubbling of carbon dioxide, and the second way is we'll add excess of water. Whenever water is added in excess amounts, what will happen? The nitrogen dioxide will dissolve in water to form nitric acid again. So when nitric acid is formed again, this yellowish color will be removed. Then some precautions are mentioned here. The whole apparatus you can see in the picture in this setup, the whole apparatus we have taken is of glass. Why we have taken glass apparatus? Because nitric acid is corrosive in nature. Some parts of this may be broken if the temperature exceeds, or if any other things we use, that will be corroded by this nitric acid. Suppose if we are taking rubber or cork, okay, so these things will be corroded by nitric acid. Then we don't use HCl, we use H2SO4 in the preparation of nitric acid. Why so? Because HCl is volatile and nitric acid is again volatile. Two volatile acids can't be taken down in a chemical reaction. If for the preparation of a volatile acid we need another non-volatile acid. This thing you must remember. अगर हम लोगों को कोई volatile acid बनाना है तो उसके लिए reactants में हम लोगों को non-volatile acid लेना पड़ेगा. So what is the non-volatile acid here? It is H2SO4. And what is the volatile acid being prepared? It is HNO3. We don't take HCl here because HCl is volatile. Volatile will not give another volatile acid because it will volatilize out. HCl यूज़ करेंगे तो वो खुद ही वो वेपराइज हो जाएगा, वोलेटाइज हो जाएगा, तो HNO3 हमको ऑब्टेन नहीं होगा. Then this I told you, if the temperature condition exceeds 200 degrees Celsius, then this normal salt Na2SO4 will be formed. If this is formed, this is a hard crust which will stick to the glass apparatus. It is hard to remove. Further, if the thing is obtained in less than 200 degrees Celsius, why to go for greater than 200 degrees Celsius? अगर कम टेम्परेचर में काम हो रहा है तो why we need greater fuel? There will be wastage of fuel. Then this damage can occur to glass apparatus as well, and this hard crust is difficult to remove. Furthermore, this nitric acid which is formed, it may decompose back to NO2, water and oxygen. Clear?